Hello, I'm Dr. David Emmanuel, and this is another episode of 50 Hebrew Words Every Christian Should Know for Ezra 7:10. This is part 8, and in this episode we learn about the Hebrew word Shama. Shema. That's how we're going to say it, and it looks something like this. This is the first verb we've actually looked at, and it has the sense of kind of like to hear or to perceive with hearing, something along those lines. In this case, first example, we find in Genesis 27:6. Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "Behold, I heard your father speak to your brother Esau, saying." And here, Rebekah is saying that she heard something, she perceived with her ears a conversation that took place, and that was not a particularly nice story. In this next example, we have in Amos, more than just hearing, it's paying special attention to. Hear this word, you cows of Bashan, you who are on the mountain of Samaria. So it's not just saying hear, as you might hear the sound of a pin drop or something like that, but it's just more intense. You have to listen very, very carefully to it or pay attention to it. Then we've got this example here in Jeremiah, which is even more intense, because here there's more than just hearing that is implied, but doing. Because they have not listened to my words, declares the Lord, which I sent to them again and again by my servants the prophets. But you did not listen, declares the Lord. And here it means you didn't obey. More than just hearing, it also implies obedience, that you do or you act according to what you have heard. Now, I will just say quickly that the words as they appear in these other contexts, they don't appear in exactly the same form that we see here. Shama, you'll find as in the Hebrew language, very often verbs take on different forms depending on who is actually speaking them. That's all I'll say for now concerning that. I will go on to show you a couple of other things, though, personal names that have adopted this particular word, Shema, to hear. One of them is Samuel. You'll see that the sh sound is turning to an s sound, as it often does from Hebrew to English. But we have Samuel, Shmuel, which means heard of God, or God hears, or God heard, something along those lines. And another variation of that, Eli Shama, God hears. Eli, my God, Shama, hears. The same word, very similar form to what we have here in the center of our slide. And the last one is the name Shimon, which is translated as Simeon in English, but in Hebrew it is Shimon. And that sh and the m sound come from this Shema word that we see here. Perhaps most importantly concerning this word Shema is the fact that it appears in what is called the most important command, what is called the Shema in Hebrew. It is a prayer, a command, but it's a very, very important statement concerning monotheism. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and with all of your might. And here, the first word we see, here, Shema, it's our word, but it's in an imperative form. This is a very, very important word in Hebrew, Shema, a verb, and if you learn Hebrew with me or anyone else, it will be one of the top words, the first words that you actually learn. That's it. Don't forget, if you like the content, to subscribe and like, and also check out my website on Ezra710.com, and follow me on Instagram to study, to do, to teach.